means that I really am enjoying your content and your streams, though. Thanks, bro.
Good morning, everyone. Hope everyone is doing well today. It's a pleasure to see everyone again. Good morning, Sage. This is the PvP realm. We are back leveling again. I know that all we do on this bloody channel is just level up, but it is what it is. I'm gonna see how long I can go without wearing my beanie, but probably 15 minutes before I want to die. So we'll see how that goes for us. But yeah, I think we're at level 11 now. I died doing the quest over here with the fell bogs because I've realized priest is really not that strong. So that's great for me and for everyone else. What am I doing with my talents? I probably should have gone spirit tap straight away, but I rationalized with myself I'll just do one specialization. Just because it also restores your mana. So yeah, what are we doing now? We'll go over here. We've actually got a bunch of stuff we still need to do. We've got to get Lord Malinus. Got to go there, get the ferocious, or the necklace from the Nalpines over there, the fell bogs. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff we've got to do. Wearing a white tank top and drinking coffee is not the move. So there's a reason why I didn't do this, Sage, and it's there's a reason why I stopped doing it. Because I mean, if you get coffee on a white tank top, you may as well just throw it away and buy a new one. He's a gambling man. Yeah, I'm gambling with my fucking life over here. My wife's boyfriend makes great burgers too. Cool, dude. Epic win. Imagine just like destroying yourself like that. My dad's trans boyfriend makes some killer vegan smash burgers. Beyond meat is 1 out of 10. My meat is beyond premium goislop for the blue-haired golems. Beyond meat is his dad's nickname. Oh. Where did this one come from? I thought I accidentally turned off the music then. My game sounds too loud. Because if they are, just please let me know and I will turn them down. They might be a little loud actually. That's better? Is that implying they were too loud? Is the music too loud as well? I'm over here losing. Losing the battle. If you create a character, I can send you... I got 2 bags I can send you. They weren't too loud at all, but the adjustment didn't hurt. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate it. I mean, I've given up on monetizing my streams simply because, like, every one I do, it comes up with, like, oh, this music, this stream may have, like, music that may affect your monetization. And I'm like, well, bloody hell, I'm not even playing any, like, even on the streams that I was doing that, like, I didn't even listen to music on. These guys are too low level for us, so it's not a big deal. I mean, I reckon I could chance it and take 2 of them at once. I don't think that's a big deal. I guess I could put that in the auction house. It's a shame you can't use that at level 1 because you could use that as a level 1 lunatic. Okay, we're done over here. So then we're gonna go to Lord Malinus. Okay. First, let's craft ourselves some new gear. Sweet, I'll be able to make you a brown linen shirt. How nice is that? The worst item in the game. Any cloak? Nope. That's an upgrade. I think after this album, I'm just gonna... I might just use, like, the in-game music. I probably really shouldn't be, like, cooking all of my streams with, like, obviously copyright-protected music. Not ideal for the long run. We need to find a druid around here so I can get the get rebuffed. That's why I love being a priest, because you'll always find other classes that will buff you, so you can give them powered fortitude. It's like a cunning plan. Yeah, world chat is going crazy, and I'm contributing to it, unfortunately. They were talking about 50% of the world doesn't know how to swim, and that's like an actually shockingly true statistic. Because every summer here we have Indian and like Pakistani and Sri Lankan and Bangladeshi tourists that go swimming at our beaches and they end up drowning because they actually don't know how to swim. And I don't know if you've probably met and spoken to like Indians before in real life, but they're like a really confident people. Like they are like have like a preternatural level of confidence. And yeah, like I live on the water. Like I could like walk 3 seconds that way and just jump into the water. We had some Indian tourists in my town. I don't know, it was like 2 years ago, and 2 of them had to be rescued from the water because they didn't know how to swim. But they just jumped off the jetty, like the big jetty in our town, or the big pier in our town. They didn't even know how to swim, and they just ran off it and jumped off. I was working when they did it. I just clocked on, and there was like all these ambulances came, and the fire trucks came. Like it was had to possess to do that. Neb, imagine not knowing how to swim in general. I know it seems like a basic thing, but if you're like from a group of people where basic survival is like your whole life is just surviving and like, you know, finding food and shelter, I guess swimming is not a high priority on that. But you would think that like to like supplement that lifestyle that you would have to learn how to swim at some point. There was a theory called the aquatic ape theory that suggested that apes swam a lot more than we think. And that's why we have webbing between our fingers and toes. It was disproven, but not really. Just an interesting theory. I know, like, it actually feels more natural to go out and swim than it does to just fucking walk around on land, because like when you're walking around, you know, sometimes you can get aches and pains, but like if you're swimming, I've never felt any semblance of pain or an ache while I was swimming. How you going anyway, Neb? Good to see you again. How's the new puppy? 100%. That can sell in the auction house. That's a twink weapon. Like a level 1 twink weapon. Sage, I don't know, a lot of people in landlocked states don't know how to swim because it's just not something that they ever really think about. True. Yeah, puppy is great. He's keeping me busy training him. How's the training coming along? Elf, I've had a very bad swimming coach when I was in primary school, so I can, but not really should swim. Primary school? You Australian? Because I know in America they call it elementary school. Oh, that makes sense. Actually, I remember you saying you're 2 hours from Iceland. On the other hand, here in Maryland, they do field trips to teach elementary school kids how to swim. Good, he likes to bite everything still though. Ah, that sounds cute. I love like the cute little biting phase. Did you guys see they're doing a League of Legends Classic? They're doing classic everything now. And I hear that it's actually going to be permanent as well. Yo, thank you for the follow. Mysterious Wine Gladiator. Mummy's wine time. Mummy's gonna need a glass of wine after today. I'm Mummy. And I don't drink wine. By that we mean a monster. Mummy's monster time. We have a 2-year-old Yorkie too, and they love playing together. That's so adorable. So they get along? Holy fuck, can you die? Why am I so weak? It's actually bullshit. Lord Melanus should be here. Where have I gone? Gentle around each other, food and wrestling to play. I'm just glad they get along. It's the worst feeling, like when I was growing up, we had a dog named Monty, and then who was a Staffy, and we got another dog named Roxy, also a Staffy. Although Monty was a British Staffy and Roxy was an American Staffy, and at first they didn't get along. Hunting rifle. But eventually they were really good together. I went the wrong way. The puppy will follow him and lick his face. Well, 2 is still pretty young as well. Like, I'd almost consider 2 a puppy still, you know what I'm saying? Like, it isn't, but almost. Power Word Shield is just one of the greatest spells. Like, not getting knocked back when you're casting your spells. It's so fucking helpful. Alright, let's get out of here. I'm almost ready to leave Teldrassil, honestly. I'm ready to leave this fucking place. All dogs are puppies. Some puppies are just older than others. Well, that's a cute way of putting it. Oh god, not this again. Okay, I'm just gonna check the server population. 353, max online of 502. Dogs are the best, man. I love dogs so much. Was there a restart earlier? If they release Classic Plus, I might play a priest. Oh, you mean like official Classic Plus? They are gonna do an official Classic Plus. It's called Project Camelot internally. A bunch of the files got leaked. So there's two elvish races that are being released. Am I going to play it? Like official Classic Plus? I don't want to support Blizzard, but I think for the sake of comparing and contrasting to the other private servers we play here, I will. I think it would be disingenuous not to at least give it a crack and show it off. Because I know a lot of people are gonna be interested in seeing how it compares to, say, Turtle WoW or Epoch or Ascension. But yeah, 2 new elvish races. One of them's gonna be Horde, one of them's gonna be Alliance. What else is there? I saw Death Knights, new areas and stuff like that. So it's actually gonna be quite a bit different from other You using a custom launcher for Octo? Yes. Yeah, project came a lot internally. Yikes, get that checked. It's called breeding, okay? That was a terrible joke, I'm sorry. What launcher? Just the custom, the one that you get for Octo. I haven't like done anything special. Sorry, I may have misread your question. I just know that some people use the TurtleWoW launcher for OctoWoW as well because it's caught up to the same patch, so you can use them. Asexual inbreeding. I don't know, man. That sounds horrible. Asexuals inbreeding? That sounds like an oxymoron. Like, that doesn't sound like that would be a thing. Oh, PF Quest is the leveling out on. Look at all these bags. But they did just do an update for PF Quest, which you can get over on GitHub as well. So I highly recommend checking that out. Health. I don't support Blizzard by spending cash. Gold in retail is very easy to get these days, so I buy tokens. I respect that. I was pretty vocal against the WoW token in Classic, but do you just play like retail, or do you play WoW Classic? Are amoebas just a bunch of inbreds? I think technically. Trust me, I fucking miss old Blizzard as well. Really do. Hopefully with Metzen back in Warcraft though, that they can course correct. Supposedly what's going to happen after the last Titan gets released, they are going to do a complete reset and start again. So they're just going to level the timelines and they're just going to start from scratch. So hopefully this is a way for them to bring back some of the more popular characters that they've killed off over the years, like chiefly Arthas, because there's a lot of hype about the new Arthas game, the Arthas ARPG that's coming out. World of StarCraft. I remember we used to like talk about the rumors of like a World of StarCraft when I was in fucking school, mate. We'd come up with rumors about like, oh, there's going to be a crossover between Diablo and Warcraft and they're going to do that as an expansion. I played Classic in 2019 up to TBC, but I played retail since I think 2010 with a break I took mid of Pandaria up to the pre-patch of Legion. Did you play at all during that break or not at all? My friend was playing Mortal Online, something about a big update today. Is that the game where you've got like, it's a hardcore character and like if you die you lose all of your gear? And then there's like Mortal Online 2 as well. Split. It's crazy how much of lore and everything Metzen just talking and everything coming off the top of his head. He's I think he's definitely a genius. I'm gonna keep that. I'm gonna keep that. Sell that. Put that there.
Good luck, friend.
Yeah, I've seen that. I wanted to play it. It did look fucking sick. Else, I played different other games. I skipped because of WoW, and I took a break. Yeah, there's one thing I will say about World of Warcraft is that if you get into World of Warcraft, it will make you ignore other games, and that can be a problem if you want to actually try other games. But right now with my life, like I play Ark with the wife, and then and then I will play Classic. I don't really play a lot of games off of stream, like Age of Empires 4.
Be with you.
It has a sub fee, and I don't really like sub fees as a principle. That's why we're on private servers, brother, so we don't have to pay a sub fee.
What brings you here?
Ooh, look at that. 9 armor to upgrade my 0 armor boots.
They're not
Surely you would think that like they would give you at least 1 armor. It's kind of bullshit. And like, I'm at a point right now where I'm seriously considering just leaving Dolinar, leaving Teldrassil, going to Stormwind and questing in Elwyn Forest. Because I really do not like, I don't know what it is. Like, I used to love this place, and I think visually it still looks fantastic. But right now, I'm just sort of like over this kind of a joint. I don't think they ever did and won't do StarCraft MMO because it would split their player base. You reckon it would take away from people playing WoW? Neb, I got Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 on sale. That game is based. Is it still on Steam sale? I've played a bit of the first one and I really like it. Look, it probably would take away from the player bases somewhat. I heard a rumor about some new StarCraft FPS shooter, but of course we gotta wait for BlizzCon. Do you remember StarCraft Ghost? They were making that game. It was in development for like 10 plus years. We used to talk about StarCraft Ghost when I was in school. All of these concepts would work if it was the old Blizzard making them. I love the NPCs in Kingdom Come Deliverance because they're so lifelike. I love just walking around that main town that you start off in and just looking at the people like doing their jobs, like doing their chores and whatnot. I always thought that was really sick. StarCraft IP would work for a lot of different styles of games, but I don't know with new Blizzard. Well, I have been incredibly vocal and outspoken towards Blizzard as they exist now, but old Blizzard, I can remember being in school and thinking that Blizzard was the greatest gaming company, like even more so than Rockstar, for example. Okay, what's the online? Okay, currently 339 players with a max online of 502, but I can't say if there hasn't been a restart and the max player count was actually higher before the restart. In the second one, you can respond to random comments. It feels like medieval GTA. I've really got to play that game. Is the Steam summer sale still on? Or the winter sale, or whatever the fuck it is? Because it's winter here in Australia, so I'm going to see how much it is. Maybe I should stream that after I complete World of Warcraft. Blizzard is doing great with Diablo 2 Resurrected, but I think that's a separate team from the rest of Blizzard. I think that's the only... It's summer for people that aren't backwards. Hey, that's mean. Hey! You don't say that.
Brother.
Okay, Kingdom Come. 35 bucks. The first one's only $8.99. That's a really good price. I can't hear you upside down. It doesn't affect your fucking hearing. Your shit flushes the other direction. You guys are abominable. Cheers for the follow, Brewer. I think that's what it is. Brewer. What does the Royal Edition come with that the base game doesn't? But yeah, going back to like Blizzard, I truly think... What the fuck? Bluetooth and devices, get out of here. I don't think modern Blizzard has the capability of doing anything significant, except maybe what the Diablo team's doing. I think what they're going to try and do is they're going to try and make Classic Plus a massive fucking deal. And if they can generate some positive hype for that. But here's the thing though. Supposedly, at least according to the leaks, they're doing expansions for Classic Plus. And if you're going to have to buy those expansions separately, I think that's probably the worst thing that could fucking happen to Classic Plus. Like, imagine having to not only pay for retail and a retail expansion, but Blizzard further monetize Classic as well. I just think that's horrible. That is absolutely horrible. No, they fucking don't. I completely agree. Diablo 2 Resurrected is honestly goated. The guys that did the new models were probably some ladder fiends back in the day. It does look fantastic, although was it you, Neb, that was saying you can't swap to the old graphics style anymore? The legacy graphics? Which I think is fucking abysmal if you can't do that. Edge Runners 2, really? Yeah, that sucks. It's probably because they don't have the Warlock character models and all that shit. I mean, yeah, it does make sense, don't get me wrong, but I still fucking hate it. Yeah, we were talking about that, Neb. Like, why can't they just make new spreadsheets? Like, it's not that fucking... Like they're a fucking billion-dollar company. Surely you can pay some cunt on Etsy to make some sprites for you. It's not that fucking hard. And that's not to diminish, like, how much effort is required to, like, do those sprite sheets. But you are... If you've got, like, a fucking billion-dollar budget, you can knock out some sprite sheets like that. Nah, look at a Diablo 2 sprite sheet. No, like, I get the effort. I totally appreciate the effort. They haven't remade a they haven't done Diablo 1 yet again, do they? Think StarCraft could work as an extraction shooter? I know obvious answer would be a game like Helldivers 2 or Gears of War. I think it would. Like you were saying before, I believe StarCraft has a lot more room to expand outwards than other games. Like, you couldn't really do an extraction shooter in the Diablo world, you know what I mean? But StarCraft, you could do so much with that franchise. It's kind of like a dead franchise at this point. My point, though, is, Neb, that these people, like, at Blizzard, they've got monster, fucking mammoth budgets. They could do some crazy work. Lads, we're going. We're going to Elwyn Forest. Well, dead, because kids these days don't want to play hard games. Kids these days will never know what it was like to get Zerg rushed 20 games in a row. Before there was, like, ladder ranking in the original StarCraft when you played online. You reckon fucking RTSs as a genre are dying? I'm seeing, like, new RTSs pop up on Steam all the time. I think it's going to come back as a genre. StarCraft 2 isn't hard, it's tedious. I haven't played StarCraft 2 in a while. So I went to high school with a guy named Sam Tam, and he was ranked, I think he was ranked 3 in the world on StarCraft. I can't remember his name. StarCraft 2. But he was a god. I thought I was fucking real hot shit in high school when I like when we had LAN parties. And I remember being like, oh yeah, I'm gonna cream the fucking number 3 StarCraft 2 guy in the world. Anyway, I did my usual strat, which was turtling. And see, I usually won by a war of attrition. I would just turtle until the other person would give up. So I wasn't actually good at the game. And he fucking rolled me. He fucking rolled me like 3 times in a row. And it wasn't even a challenge for him. So, yeah. Good memories. Silver Knight, the old days of good luck, have fun in R20. Split, not hard, but kids don't want to put the work in. That's true. Unless it's Elden Ring. Neb, it's for people who just want to memorize things arbitrarily. Kids these days don't have memory because they've got TikTok brain. If it takes more than 30 seconds of their time, they don't want a fucking bar of it. Not all kids, but you get it. Fuck me. I get like that warm and fuzzy feeling every time I come back to Stormwind. It's like coming home. Like Stormwind is my home away from home. Look at this place. Look how beautiful this place is. Yeah, true. To be fair, I don't want to memorize StarCraft 2 just to casually play a few games either. Valid. That's why I stopped playing against real players. Like, the last time I played an RTS against actual people, the Hydra of private servers, I know I love it. You kill one turtle WoW and 3 more come back in its place. We need this. We need more games like this. Like private servers like this to really just let Blizzard know, hey, fuck you. I'll start getting scared of the Blizz crackdowns when they take down a Chinese server. Yeah, they were talking about that in the world chat yesterday. They were saying like Blizzard would target Cappy next, and I'm like, I really don't think they're gonna do shit. Even though Tencent runs World of Warcraft over there. Reg, one more effing day and I get a 3-day weekend. Fucking oath, mate. Are you looking forward to playing some PvP? But yeah, I would really be surprised if Blizzard came in and did anything with fucking Cappy, you know what I'm saying? They were saying it's likely, and I'm like, likely? A Chinese server? Like, there's a reason why, like, we were talking about this yesterday, there's a reason why Warmane still exists, because all of the developers are Russian, and the server is located in Russia. You think the Russian government is gonna go, hey, Blizzard, what, you want to take down a World of Warcraft private server? How about this? Fuck you. I think Diablo would make an amazing series. Think about how well Castlevania translated to a series. You could totally do like an anime style show with it. They're doing another Warcraft movie. They're doing a sequel to it. That was announced the other day, I think. Silver Knight, if they're able to take a private server in Russia or China, I'll be very surprised. I would be as well, honestly. Well, here's the thing. TurtleWoW was located... The servers in TurtleWoW were located in Russia and the backups were in Kazakhstan. But because the developers were international, they weren't just Russian developers. There was like 1 or 2 United States developers. Why would I have mail? Why am I checking the mailbox? Why the fuck would I have mail?
Greetings. Light bless you.
I like the idea of a Warcraft movie starting from the beginning, but they should have done Arthas first to bring in non-gamers. You know what would be better than a Warcraft movie? A fucking Warcraft series. Like, imagine Game of Thrones, but Warcraft. Yes. I got some bags. Look at that. Like, fuck. Oh. Ooh, I almost mailed it to other people. Like, seriously, that would be incredible, right? Like Game of Thrones, but Warcraft? Come on now. StarCraft also, yeah, they have made Warcraft movies and they flopped. The Warcraft movie is fucking good. The Warcraft movie is actually good. I almost cucked you, Sage. You couldn't sit through it? I thought Travis Fimmel was awesome in it. Honestly. I'd love the reality where Metzen comes in, kicks everyone who's been systematically ruining the game for the past 10 years, at least, and fixes the series. I think it's more like 12 to 15 years. I think everything after... It's been a steep decline ever since Cataclysm. That's just my take, though. If another bitch got my bags, it would have been like 13th reason. Maybe it was the CG for me. I thought the CG was tasteful. It wasn't amazing. I don't like CGI. Like, I think CGI peaked in like 2008 and then they got really lazy with it because of the Marvel movies. Silver Knight, I liked the Warcraft movie, but it made me realize that the plot of Warcraft 1 was kind of batshit crazy and made no sense. Hey, if you guys want to see excellent fucking CGI, watch the Final Fantasy movie. Was it like Spirit Within or something like that? You guys remember that CGI Final Fantasy movie? I saw that in the cinema with my dad when it came out, and we were like fucking wondering, like we were debating whether or not it was like real or not, whether or not like it was live action. Final Fantasy movie. The Spirits Within, yeah. I fucking love that movie, bro. That movie was awesome. That movie was genuinely fucking good. And I'm sorry, like, I know that's an unpopular opinion, but I thought that movie was fucking incredible. I saw that in the cinema at on like, it was like Melbourne Central or something like that, on the massive screen that they've got there. It was fucking insane to watch that movie. Because legitimately, we were like, my father and I were talking about, like, is this live action? We can't work it out. Keep in mind, that was like back in 2001 though, so it was a different world. Obviously nowadays I know it's not real, but I was like, what the fuck is that trash? That's harsh. Another video game movie I love that didn't hit, I don't know why, was Need for Speed. Aaron Paul was really good in that. I would highly recommend rewatching it. I'll tell you what was like the best video game movie, the original Resident Evil. I remember getting a pirated copy of that on VHS when I was a kid. My dad's laborer came. He gave us the pirated copy of it on VHS. And I remember fucking, I went off my head about that movie because they had Slipknot in the soundtrack. What was it? My Plague? And they had footage of the Resident Evil movie. Ooh. I'm trying to buff you, bro. Ah, fuck it, I'm not chasing him. People hated it because it didn't have giant swords and spiky hair. Probably. People don't realize that all the Final Fantasy games are actually different aside from like chocobos and stuff. Silver Knight, I read somewhere that Metzen endorsed Henry Cavill for an Arthas live-action movie. I would be down for that. Split Brother took me out of school for that and the Final Fantasy movie. Fucking oath. That's how I know you had an awesome childhood. Resident Evil is a good movie, but a terrible representation of Resident Evil as a game. I agree with that. I totally agree with that. But as a kid though, I've got a soft spot for the first movie because I thought it was like really gory. Not really gory, sorry. I thought it was like great, and the scene with the lasers and they cube up the guy, I thought that scene was fucking insane when I was a kid. I loved that scene. But the next movie, Resident Evil Apocalypse, it was way less gory, and I thought that was dog shit. I still liked the movie though. Yeah, Blizzard have always been ahead of the time. Ahead of their time, rather. Be cautious when landing in unfamiliar territory. Valid.
What can I do for you? See you later. How are you?
Grew up on GoldenEye, Nintendo 64. That's how you know I had a great childhood. Amen, brother. Like, having friends stay over and then falling asleep on the couch to the fucking GoldenEye Nintendo's, like the GoldenEye menu music. Sewer boss fights and all. There have been some decent video game movies. I never watched the Monster Hunter movie. I heard that was okay. Was Batista in that? Because I know Mila Jovovich is married to Paul W.S. Anderson, the director of those movies.
You need something? See you around.
So my favorite Nintendo 64 game was WWF No Mercy. I spent an ungodly amount of time in that game. Just doing Royal Rumbles and shit. Because I loved it how it had all the wrestlers' theme songs.
Hey there. Safe travel.
See, that's something that I could deal with because I don't have a big connection to the Monster Hunter series of games.
Hello.
Guys, I'm fucking getting ready to put my beanie on. I can't handle getting my hair in my fucking eyes. Oh my god, it's killing me. Sage, kill me. Put a bullet in me. Was that the one with... Was Rey Mysterio in No Mercy? No, he wouldn't have been in it. He was still in WCW when that game came out, I believe. Because I can remember when Rey Mysterio debuted.
What can I do for you? For the Alliance.
Okay, what quest? So I'm gonna get rid of... I might keep all of them. If it makes you feel better, you look very handsome. Well, thank you. But... my hair's getting in my eyes. Thank you, though. I don't know if I'm going to level Horde or Alliance. Horde on retail, but I haven't been to Darkshore in forever, and I love Darkshore. Do Night Elf, man. Live a little. Yeah, but I remember I played the N64 with him because he could flip all over the place. Are you sure you're not thinking of one of the WCW games that were on the Nintendo 64? Like WCW versus the NWO? Because that was made using the same game engine as No Mercy, I'm pretty sure. I really shouldn't be doing these quests. I'm level 11. Killer. The monsters in that game are all territorial and just get aggressive when you're encroaching on it. Some of them are straight passive, but they then just turn into brainless zombies, basically. So it's sort of similar to Shadow of the Colossus. The real OGs played Duck Hunt on NES. I did have that on the NES, but I didn't get my NES till later. My first console was a Super Nintendo. So I didn't get my NES until I was in early high school when I saved up for one. I found it it was on eBay for like $50 and I like bought it and I had like Kung Fu, Duck Hunt, Mario, Ninja Gaiden? Yeah, Ninja Gaiden. That game was wicked difficult. Yeah, Ninja Gaiden was one of the hardest games I've ever played. Is there any add-ons for Classic that do action cam and plays more like ARPG and immersive? Okay, so for official servers, probably. For this, not that I know of. But if somebody does know the answer to that more so than I do, please drop it in the chat for our split. I play Gauntlet Legends. I loved Gauntlet on the NES. I still have my so I've got a copy of Midway Arcade Treasures on my PSP, and I used to play that before I went to bed. I'd play Gauntlet, Joust, Robotron. Those old school games I fucking love. I remember playing Duck Hunt as a little ass kid and being mind blown by the gun. Yeah, the light gun. That thing was insane. The box art for Gauntlet Legends was dope back in the day. Was that the one that was on the PS2? Yeah, I did. I loved SOCOM. Oh, Gauntlet Legends. 1998. Was that on PC? Elf, I also remember the series of games with a guy named Khan, I think. There was a football game. Do you mean Legacy of Kain? The one where you play as the vampire guy and you suck their life out? SOCOM 2 was the fucking shit, man. SOCOM 2 was one of the greatest games of all time. People aren't ready for that fucking conversation yet. SOCOM 2 on the PS2, absolutely incredible. Okay, I've got too many quests here. I've got to figure out what I'm doing. There's still a niche crew that play that weekly through emulator. I have seen somebody... Oh, there's a YouTuber that plays all of the PS2 games online and checks out their play accounts and all of that. But if I remember it, I'll post it in my Discord or something like that. But that guy's incredible. Legacy of Kain is possibly the best written game of all time. IMO. Incredible series. I'll tell you what was fucking amazing. Blood Rain. You guys remember Blood Rain? Then I played FFXI online on PS2 just because I had the modem. Is that, I think I have that in... That's 12. That's Final Fantasy 12. Yeah. But look at this. SmackDown vs. Raw 2009. These games hold the fuck up. And then we've got one of my crowning achievements of my collection, Evil Dead: A Fistful of Boomstick. Incredible game. Not quite as good as Evil Dead Regeneration, but still amazing. I streamed this before I did Sage will be able to tell you this, but before I did like all these like WoW streams, I was doing like indie horror games and retro games, and I streamed this for a little bit. Anyways, that's a fucking... Did anyone have the Linux disc for PS2? I don't think I did. Okay, what was I doing? It just goes to show, like, I just don't think gaming over the last, like, 10 years, AAA games have been anything worthwhile. Like, games don't have the same, like, atmosphere that they used to. I think as graphics for games have gotten better, it's made developers lazy. AAA developers, that is. Obviously, over on the indie scene, there's still amazing things happening. You can play classic WoW on PS4 if you put Linux on it. That sounds like an amazing project. I might actually do that. But yeah, my theory is that as graphics have gotten better, developers have gotten lazier. Again, I'm talking about AAA as well. We don't need stronger hardware anymore. We need better optimized games. Yeah, Sage will be able to tell you how pissed off I am that that Sony announced they're no longer going to be producing discs for games as of 2028. So hopefully they get fucking ratioed to oblivion. Can you imagine a world where you can't get physical game discs anymore? Can you fucking imagine that world? Do you want to be a part of that world? Because I know I sure as fuck don't. I don't want to have anything to do with that world. The more money we got into gaming, the worse the quality, but that's true for most art. Neb, to be fair, I haven't bought a disc in a long time. But it's still good that that they sell them though, you know what I'm saying? From a collector's perspective. From a physical media appreciator's perspective. In reality, doesn't matter if you have disc, you still need the download after you install disc. I thought you could bypass that. I thought that was an option, that you could just play it as it was. But just without like the last patches or something. Hopefully the PS6 fails miserably and they change their fucking tune, because that's literally... Yeah, I did see something that one of the reasons was that games are going to be too big for the Blu-ray discs. And unless somebody came up with a better medium for storage. Either way, man, like, I'm a collector. I collect shit. Like, I hate streaming. I love physical media. I recently started rewatching Breaking Bad, and the Breaking Bad on the streaming service, the audio is mixed really weirdly. The color correction is really fucking awkward and unlike I remembered, so I put in my Blu-rays and it looked exactly as I remembered. I was like, this is why you collect physical media. Just the worst shit I ever fucking heard in my life. I just hate the idea that we're no longer going to be able to get games on discs. Microsoft has the chance right now to really just like absolutely capture the market. Like, they can champion themselves as like the physical media console. Or Nintendo could do it as well. I really despise the idea, guys. I don't want to live in a world where there's no longer any physical media. I fucking collect VHSs, for fuck's sake. I collect books. I like tangible, real items that I can hold.
Be careful.
Xbox is dead. They aren't making another. I thought they were going to do like a PC sort of thing.
Go with honor, friend.
Unless I'm going fucking bonkers. Sage, you still streaming? If I missed out on your stream, are you still fucking... Yeah, I'm a comic nerd, but it gets hard with running out of space. No, I totally understand that. It's like, at some point it becomes impractical to store everything. But I contend that it still doesn't mean we shouldn't take it away from people. Because once everything becomes digital, once you can't actually own everything, what did Klaus Schwab said? Like, you will own nothing and you'll be happy. I'm fucking dreading that coming to pass. Because I actually want to own stuff. I want to own a book. I want to be able to hold a physical book that somebody else has loved. I want to be able to go to a secondhand bookstore. I want to buy a book that somebody else has fucking loved. I want dog-eared pages. I want yellowing. I want to know that somebody has fucking loved this thing. You know, it's important. It's vital that we have real measurable things. But you own ends up owning you, Tyler Durden. We do love Chuck around here. Silver Knight. What makes me laugh despairingly is the idea that in hundreds of years, assuming humanity survives, of course, they will know nothing of this era because it's all digital, it'll be lost. Yeah, once those servers go down, man, I just, you know, if you could only see the bookshelf that I've got right in front of me, the sheer number of books I've got scattered around. Dude, why does this guy do so much damage? What the hell? Like, these things are important. These things are, like, necessary. Now, I'm not in favor of mindless materialism and mindless consumerism because that's obviously not what's in argument, what's in contention here. What I'm in favor of is having a real tangible product you can pick up and hold. I think that's important. Because that cannot be taken from you. Like, think of Studio Canal taking down their, or Sony taking down the Studio Canal channel on Sony. There were 500 plus movies there that people could buy, and now people can't access a product that they've purchased. So, I say, if buying isn't owning, piracy isn't theft. Though part of me wants to write a satirical movie script of this sci-fi-esque Indiana Jones style movie where people are trying to search the secrets of this advanced alien cube, and at the end when they finally unlock its secrets, it's like a petabyte of cat videos and shit. You should do that. That's what happened with Comixology. Exactly. It's fucking abysmal. I hate this shit. I hate what the world's becoming. I think there are still CDs of Fallout 1 and 2 in my parents' house. Also Diablo 1. Oh my god. I almost died again. See, I'm getting killed because I don't think... Guys, I'm gonna do it. These things, like, they do way more damage than you would expect. But those are real, tangible, physical objects that you can just go to your parents' house and touch and hold, and you can put them in a computer, and you own that product, and you've got that forever. For as long as you're alive, at least. I think it's important that we have these things. Like I keep saying, I don't want to live in a world where those aren't a thing anymore. Maybe I'll put on some like dungeon synth or something, some like royalty-free dungeon synth. I do not use Linux, although I used to own a Raspberry Pi. Bro, please stop this nonsense immediately. Yeah, I did have a Pop OS on a gaming laptop at one point. Okay, it says this is royalty free, so hopefully that's actually true. Level 12. What distro are you using? I would look into, and WoW runs great on Linux, most games do. CachyOS. I think they used that in one of the Linus Tech Tips videos that I watched not too long ago, where they were trying like Linux. I certainly prefer their business, you know, their open source ethos over Microsoft. Microsoft are greedy cunts, so I guess anything's better. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go get my priest spells, and then I'm gonna like go do all of these quests and then hand them in all at once. It's gonna be beautiful. I wouldn't use Pop OS until they iron out their DE. I only used it briefly. I didn't use it for a great deal of time. I was playing Fallout New Vegas on it, and it played pretty well. But I only had that gaming laptop just to test it out before I like sold it on. I wanted to like put it up on eBay. Nobara, Catchy OS, Pika OS. I know Mint is meant to be pretty good. I know Ubuntu is meant to be pretty good. Like I used Ubuntu briefly in high school because my one of my friends, Jim, he was really into Ubuntu. He was actually like making an MMO. He was like coding the MMO in Ubuntu. What about SteamOS? How do you feel about SteamOS? I sort of broke Empire Earth. How did you break Empire Earth? Stalin got Overlord of Orgrimmar title on my Orc on PvP server. Didn't even know it existed. How did you get that? PvP? SteamOS is for handheld or home theater PC. Do you reckon they'll work on it, improve it, and make it a more appropriate desktop experience? I had prophets along the coast. They spammed hurricane ability and sunk enemy fleets. Sounds like you're having fun though. Okay, what was I doing? I can't remember what I was doing. Getting my abilities, I think.
Hello. See you later.
Top Orc on honorable kills for the week. It gave me a title and amulet in the mail. Jeez. I respect the fucking hustle. Roxanne, the amount of comical bullshittery you can do in Empire Earth is phenomenal. We do love games where you can mess around a whole heap.
You need something?
Split, you can but wouldn't when you have other options. Fair enough. Well, hopefully they work on it. I was always, what's that fucking game called? Rise of Nations. I loved that game when I was a kid. Okay, Inner Earth, Fort, Power Word Shield.
Be careful.
It's on Steam and with it. How much is it? Okay. Silver Knight. $7. Good deal. Silver Knight. They didn't up the XP rates for Isarge, did they? Let me have a squiz. Not yet, I don't think. Puppy Louie was growling at his reflection in the window. That's fucking adorable. Yeah, it still feels not great, honestly. They really need to work on the XP rates. Off to bed, Neb? Okay, what are we doing over here? Go down there and get all the dust and shit. Thank you for the recommendation. No worries, brother. Thank you for hanging out. It's been a pleasure. Take care, brother. Yo, your least favorite viewer has arrived. Hey, that's not true. If you advance through the ages faster than your enemy, you can send tanks to fight cave people. Well, isn't that what modern war is now? That just sounds like real life. Why would you want to be my least favorite viewer? You're like an OG. You've been part of the stream for ages. Why would you be the least favorite? Okay, what do we got over here? Everyone wants to be favorite. I want to be different. My favorite viewer is my wife, so that slot is permanently taken. What are rocks gonna do against a Sherman tank?
Hello?
That is true.
Have a good one.
Like if you have an AMD GPU, Windows keeps fucking up AMD drivers. Yeah, as somebody that used to have a 7900 XTX before I side graded to a 4080 Super, trust. Okay, you can be the self-proclaimed least favorite, even though you're not. I don't really think I've had a least favorite viewer. I appreciate everybody that comes in, and even if they don't even say anything, I'm appreciative of anybody that's ever clicked on my streams. Sad part is people are blaming AMD and it's not AMD's fault. Yeah, I would be blaming Microsoft long before I blamed AMD. I know they're a billion-dollar corporation as well, but still. I've got a RX 6800 in that computer. Right there. I got it in an insane deal. The only problem is they painted the shroud white. 5600X 3D and a 9070. I'm solid for years personally. Oh, you're set. I'm out of the loop. What's happening? We're just playing OctoWoW right now. It's completely free. Eventually, when I have enough in-game money, I'm gonna create a guild for like the stream and the Discord and stuff. Oh, like with AMD and things. Oh, just classic Windows bugginess. Forcing customers into Windows 11 was the worst thing that they could have done. They said they weren't going to extend support for Windows 10 beyond fucking 2025, but they did it for another year, and then just recently they announced that they were doing another year of support as well. I've sold 5700 XTs during the crypto mining fever and bought the 6700 XT and still had like 150 change. Are you still using the 6700 XT? I've got a this is a 6750 XT. Fucking great GPU. Kari, don't get me wrong, both subjects are practically gibberish, but yeah, I was more curious on AMD. No, fair enough. Got a 7800 XT Silver. They know that a lot of customers' data pigs are going to move to Linux if they do, myself included. I think everyone's threatening to do that. An expensive paperweight for the future. Well, if the world ends, like, and all the technology goes down, I guess everything will be a paperweight. Did you do the wetlands run, or does this server let you spawn in Goldshire? No, I got on the boat to Orbidean, and then I caught the boat from Orbidean to Stormwind Harbour. Elf, yeah, I'm not planning on swapping. I have 160 FPS in retail at 1440p most of the time using AMD fluid motion frames. Can't complain, I don't see any artifacts. So there you go, man. You're kicking goals. You're laughing. Did I get the... Okay, we've completed that, sweet. This place is cleared the fuck out. You're a paperweight. Paperweight with a beating heart. In a small form factor case, but for some reason XFS 7800 XT is bigger than all other manufacturers, and I have to have my case on Zin cans as stilts. You know they're fucking illegal here? All the Zins in this country you've got to buy illegally, which is fucking insane to think about. By the way, I just got done with a little project I've been working on. What was the project? So it has a Stormwind Harbour. Sorry, I'm so used to vanilla WoW. This is vanilla WoW, it just has additions to it. Classic Plus. Yeah, not having to do the wetlands run is such a game changer. You used to be able to cheese that by dying, but obviously no, I conditioned myself not to do that because I was a hardcore main for so long. Made a belt out of watches. Honestly, it was a waste of time. Oh, brother. That's a pretty good joke. Sage, you in VC? I went from a 750, a GTX 750, 6700 XT, 7800 XT, 9070. That's a solid upgrade path. What I don't want to take are these ads. I'm also streaming on Kick and YouTube if you want to avoid the ads entirely, mate. No, I'm not. I was about to get off WoW, to be honest. I just wanted to get my hunter started. Okay, no worries. I was just seeing if you were on VC. Silver Knight, Intel Arc A750. Ah, solid GPU, honestly, but it just hated my 9-year-old 1440p monitor because it was made well before Intel GPUs were a thing. Welcome back. I almost got a B580 because I wanted to try it out. You can still find them for a decent price here. I think it's the B70 creators card that you can get here. That's got like really solid mid-range specs, but they're charging so much for it because it's got 32 gigs of RAM. I'll tell you how much they're charging here. Intel Arc B70. $1,800. I'm gonna pop it up on stream. Not CM Punk. Here we go. Look at this. $1,859 for a mid-range GPU. I know it's for like different workloads than gaming, but $1,900 for that is fucked. Did you resell it? Kari, I have a feeling we have an inside joke between us, but I genuinely forgot what it is, if anything at all. It was probably something to do with Minecraft. Didn't we play Minecraft together? Like, Minecraft servers when I used to stream that? Yeah, the 9070 is a lot more powerful than the B580, but I think if you can get the B580 at a good price, it's probably a great option. B580. Tell you how much they're going for. $398. Item location, Australia. Are you sure we didn't play fucking... Are you sure we didn't play Minecraft? Oh, Fortnite. Yeah, we played Fortnite. Okay, let's have a look here for a second. I think that's going to be the cheapest one. Yeah, cheapest one pre-owned is $398. This was back when they were still being super scalped. $398 for like, so this you could still get this for about $330 like a year and a half ago. Which, so it hasn't inflated that much. I would get it just for the... It only requires an 8-pin. 12 gigs of VRAM. It's a solid looking card as well. How much have you spent on Fortnite? I want to know how much Sage has spent on Fortnite. I remember calculating how much I'd spent on League of Legends and it was about $2,000. And that was when I was at university. Why that Intel Arc over an AMD card? It was just for curiosity's sake. It wasn't because like I have a preference one over the other. I prefer anything over Nvidia, but because I stream so much, the NVENC encoder is it's too much to pass up. So until like I used to have a 7900 XTX and that gave me way more headache streaming than the 4080 Super has, unfortunately. Sent a screenshot in DMs on Discord. Okay, I'll have a look. Yeah, Akari, can you tell us how much, how to find out how much you've spent? Bro. I don't know if you want me to tell me that. I don't know if you want me to read it out on stream, so I'm not going to. Yeah, send the link in the chat. I have a Ryzen 9 7950X. I went with the 7950X over, well, for starters, because the X3D chips for this platform weren't out yet. But because of you know, I do a lot of content creation and whatnot, and I prefer the the multitasking and all of that, and the higher core counts over the X3Ds. But obviously, if you're just, I have considered that. Do you need another bag, Sage? Because I just got one. That's a beefy enough for streaming using CPU. No, for sure. I've just found that, you know, I've been streaming for years now, and I've always had better experiences just streaming directly from an Nvidia GPU, as much as I fucking hate to admit. But I do also have, I could stream off of that computer and just offload it entirely if I wanted to, Silver Knight. It definitely has a superior streaming and recording codec to AMD's offering. I ended up buying an A310 strictly for OBS afterwards because I was so impressed by the difference. Yeah, people were buying the A310s and just using them as AV1 encoders. I was trying to stream using AV1 with OBS, but it was just kind of fucky. And it was throwing up issues for like my YouTube streams and stuff as well. So I just ended up just going straight up NVIDIA. Just for the ease of it. Because I just didn't want any more fucking headaches, honestly. Akari. Also, I sent it you in DMs because for obvious reasons I wouldn't want that disclosed with chat. Yeah. I figured that's why I didn't say it. Okay. I think we're all good with that. So now we're going to go over to this farm. Yep, that's what I ended up doing, even if not for streaming, for encoding, decoding. That little bastard is a beast for what it does. If I had all the money in the world, I'd have an A770 in there. You could do that. AMD is behind for encoding and frame gen. The new FSR is at FS 4.1 or 4.5, but that's pretty good. Don't worry about the link. I heavily ensured it wasn't a phishing website.
You eat something?
You could find A750s here for like $200. I should have bought one at the time just to like mess around with. Actually, I'm gonna check eBay right now. Intel Arc A750. What is my vague thought on how much you spent? It wasn't as much as I was thinking. Okay, let's see. You can get an A750 here for 211. With best offer. Higher or lower than... It was lower than I was thinking. The Challenger is a good card. Ugly as fuck, but quiet and good temps. It's not that bad. For what it is. Although, I'll tell you what gives me cause for concern. 2 8-pins. 2 fucking 8-pin PCIe power connectors. Whereas the B580 was just using 1. Right now, it is currently streaming at 13,000. Cheers, Killer. Thanks for hanging out, mate. It's been a pleasure. I'm affiliate, I believe. I'm not a partner yet. One day, maybe. I'm not really like aiming for partner or anything like that. I don't look at my numbers or anything. I don't look at I don't look at how many people are viewing my shit. I just get on here and talk to people and just enjoy it. I've never been a numbers guy. You know, I don't look at likes or fucking followers or anything like that. Fucking what? Really doesn't need 2 8-pins, I believe. I think it's technically supposed to be 8+6. Does affiliate unlock bitrate is why I ask. It must unlock it. And yeah, the B580 is generally an upgrade over the A750 in basically all respects. So if you can find one for cheap. The B580 is like... Oh, quench my thirst. Yeah, the B580 is like $100+ more dollars. Easily $100+ more dollars. I would like to do like a series of videos where I like, because I did this for OctoWoW, but I was testing out different hardware. And yeah, I was testing out different hardware and showing how OctoWoW played it. Or how OctoWoW played using that hardware.
Need help?
I'm definitely affiliate,
Farewell.
so it must be locked before you actually get affiliate. If I'd gotten the B580 before the 9070, I'd be rocking that instead. I was honestly very pleasantly surprised by what it offered. The only issue I had with it was OpenMW. They're definitely working hard on those drivers. Thank you for the redemption as well, Akari. How's the XESS compared to DLSS? The XESS is better than FSR. I personally think that XESS has a better image. Although I haven't used the latest 4.5 FSR, so I can't comment on the very new one, but I would say historically XESS has looked better. Retail and Classic have FSR 1, which is dog shit. You may be able to mod it in. I'm not entirely sure. The options here are pretty sparse, honestly. Like you can, it's kind of fucked. You have to like force window mode and stuff. It's not ideal. I know you can force Vulkan instead of OpenGL. So you can go into the launcher and then, yeah, I use G-Sync. XESS is better than FSR. It's slightly worse than DLSS, but comes within spitting distance most times. Biggest issue with XESS is that it's a lower adoption rate. Yeah, in my experience, XESS was always a cleaner image. Yeah, that's what it requires. So if you go here, it says that your refresh rate is capped, but it looks smoother than 60, and I'm getting 150 plus on average, and that's with like everything cranked. The way that they've handled this, like with TurtleWoW and OctoWoW, is not ideal. I don't cap my frames, no. I do in Fortnite though. I cap them at 165 in Fortnite. Just for less power usage, especially if you're doing it in the summer. You don't want to be sitting in a heater, because this room gets really warm. I thought they canned Celestial, but they're still gonna do the 4th gen. I'm pretty sure that's what they're doing. They canned Celestial simply because of like the RAM pricing and all of that, and they're focusing on the budget and the mid-range, so they couldn't make Celestial GPUs that would fit within those budgets, so they're waiting until I think it was Druid beyond that. Druid was beyond Celestial. This is the nerdiest fucking conversation of my life. Aren't you supposed to cap frames below monitor for lowest latency with FreeSync, G-Sync? I think you can. But because I only really play WoW Classic, will do. Sleep well. If I were playing like first-person shooters, I would be more worried about frame rates and latency. But because I'm just streaming WoW Classic private servers, I don't really need to worry about it so much. Okay, what are we? Gold Tooth. Alright, let's get Gold Tooth now. I don't know why I'm doing these quests, guys. I really getting fuck all experience. Who else is leveling right now on the PvP server? Alright, fuck this, guys. I'm sick of my hair getting in my fucking... Bruh, I'm fucking over that shit. There was like a couple of guys that came into my stream like a couple of months ago, and they were saying that I was wearing a beanie because I'm bald. I'm like, no, I'm wearing a beanie because it's fucking cold in here, and I don't want to suffer. Still level 8. I'm not great at pushing myself to level for long. I only really play on stream. Like, I don't like spend a huge amount of time playing games off of stream. I'm in Vegas. It's hot as fuck. What's the temperature there today? Everyone drop the temperatures where you are. I'll tell you what it is here. And I'll even convert it to Fahrenheit for you guys that only understand freedom units. Okay, it's 18 degrees here today, so it's not that cold. 65 degrees Fahrenheit. 92, fuck. That's hot. I'm also getting weird lag spikes, but I have cable internet, so I think my neighbor might be streaming porn again. Yikes. Get a girlfriend. I fucking despise porn. 8:40 PM in Texas, 93 Fahrenheit. Also fucking warm. I would kill for summer. I would fucking kill for summer. Health, it was 23 today. A huge drop since Sunday. It was 41. Okay, 41 is hot. 41's like a hot day here as well. I'll convert that. 41 is 105 in freedom units. But yeah, yesterday somebody commented that I was an old white man, and 2 months before that, I got called bald. So, I'm an old, bald white man with decaying bones and a withered husk for a body. I'm basically Hans Moleman from The Simpsons. 6'3" Hans Moleman. '93 is actually cool for this time of year. Usually we're sitting around 100 and 105. Fuck me, that is... Is that like every day? That's brutal. All of my exes live in Texas. It's a good song. The Lone Star State. A friend of mine that lived here before I did made the comment, Texas has a spring, 2 summers, and an oh god, make it stop. I thought she was joking, she wasn't. Is winter really cold in Texas as well? Weren't there those like snows last time? That 41 degrees was the highest recorded temperature in northern Poland since 1920. That's rough, mate. I hope nobody died or anything like that. I've always wanted to check out Poland. I've never been. I was curious to either learn Russian, Ukrainian, or Polish. I haven't decided yet. I'm leaning towards Russian, but yeah, Polish would be cool. Oh, my bags are full. Great. Fucking love my life. I'll tell you what the highest temperature here has been. So in my state, $49. So 49 is 120. No, they get like one legitimate snow a year maybe. It's cold for all the 10 days and everyone loses all their minds. I grew up in Maryland where it was cold and rainy for 7 months a year. My wife is from Maryland. It's a small world. But it also depends on what part you live in. Texas is a big ass state and the North Panhandle of Texas is in the Midwest and they get Midwestern winters which are brutal. What's West Texas like? I hear West Texas is very southern. Those three sound similar for foreigners, but Polish has the Latin alphabet, which might prove easier to learn. Well, they're all Slavic languages, I believe. Hottest I've seen here was 115. That's still brutally hot though. Like that, literally a lot from here, you'll be in such demand. Lucky I enjoy healing. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of something. I'm gonna get rid of that because they're fucking... To be honest, I don't understand 90% of Russian or Ukrainian. I thought Ukrainian, like, was somewhat mutually intelligible with Polish. I saw that on my phone one day and went, it is literally dangerous to go outside today. Yeah, that's when you play WoW Classic. Stay inside in the air conditioning and play WoW. Don't want to dox your wife, so I won't ask what part of Maryland she's from. Nah, you're okay. If she's still in chat, she may drop it in the chat. Alright, fuck this. I'm just leaving. I'm just leaving this tunnel. Fuck this place. The most similar to Polish is Slovakian. I think that one is generally 80% the same. So you can like have a full-on conversation with someone from Slovakia. What about Latvian? Is it mutually intelligible to Latvian? Because I don't think Latvian is a Uralic language like Finnish and Estonian is. Or are rather.
Hey there.
I hate it how like it won't let you like hand in the quest when your inventory is full. I always despise that aspect of the game. Like just replace something. Or give me like there should be like a waiting bay. Like let's just say there's a 2 item slot here that'll put your quest items or something like that. I just think that's a really good way of doing it. Like there's got to be a better way than they're doing it currently. There just has to be. Latvian is Baltic. I think it's a different group of languages. Ah, is it? The only two surviving modern languages in the Baltic are Lithuanian and Latvian. Latvian language. I want to go have a look at an example of it. Learn words. Example text. Visi, Silveki, Piedismist, Brevie.
Pirmais pants. Visi cilvēki piedzimst brīvi un vienlīdzīgi savā pašcieņā un tiesībās. Viņi ir apveltīti ar saprātu un sirdsapziņu.
I know I don't have like the most well-trained ear when it comes to languages, but to if I would just heard that out in the wild, I would wonder if that were Russian. I know it isn't Russian, but like, I think though if you heard Russian and Latvian side by side, you would be able to pick the two apart simply because like some of Russian words have crept into the English lexicon over the years because of media and what have you. Ooh, hello, buddy. Just stay right there. I'm selling you shit. Can I use any of this shit? Nope. Cooked.
Good day to you. See you around.
See, these quests just aren't giving me any fucking XP. It's almost pointless to be doing them. Whoops.
Hello. See you later. How are you? Safe travels.
Glowing wax sticks. There's almost no point doing these. Okay, I'm gonna go hand in down here. Like, we really should start considering going down to Westfall. You know what's crazy? This doesn't even sound like music. This is just like ambient noise. We need dark fantasy. We want dungeon synth, royalty free. Okay, this is no AI. I love it when creators of these like genres of music will emphasize that they are not using AI in the production of the music. We love that shit. Watching World Cup and not big into soccer, but this hydration break shit is sad. What is the hydration break? Since when have they added that to soccer? A while ago, but only during really hot days. Well, at least they're doing that.
Go with honor, friend. Be careful. King's honor, friend. Go with honor, friend. Need help? Or the Alliance?
Ah, fuck off. I'm definitely not doing that quest. I fucking despise that quest, Relics of Awakening, where you've got to go into the Furbolg tunnels and get the relics. Fuck that quest, man. That is the worst fucking quest. Come on, it's just so that they can run ads. Do you think the World Cup is rigged? I was reading some articles about it being rigged. And in the article, their contention was that because of the way the brackets were made. Druid is a great class. Anything that's like got versatility is great in my books. Like Paladins, Shaman, and Druids, because in Turtle WoW and Octo they can do anything. Yeah, that quest is dog shit. I don't want to do that shit.
Hey there.
At this point, all sports are probably just rigged. It's all a circus now. Yeah, well, the circus is boring and the clowns aren't funny. Isn't that how it goes?
What can I do for you?
Well met. Go with honor, friend.
Something like that. Okay. Does anyone know how to get the bow skill as a priest? Because I know in Total WoW and Octo you can get the bow skill. You can use a bow.
King's honor, friend.
Shipment of Stormwind, Arcane Emanations. Okay, I should have handed that in first. This world has very quickly become a circus. I'm glad I live on the farm 500 meters away from the closest neighbor. How sweet is that? I lived on a farm when I was at the end of, I would say like end of primary school. Towards the end of primary / elementary school. And that was such a great lifestyle. We had a dam. We had horses. We had a goat named Billy the Kid, because that's such an original goat name. My sister had like a Shetland pony, and I got on it and rode it, and instead of wearing a helmet, I put like a saucepan on my head. Okay, this music is too loud. I completely concur. There is nothing greater than peace. That's why you gotta find someone that brings you peace. I've been in so many relationships where I have no peace. But in you know, since meeting my wife, it's peaceful. I mean, she probably doesn't think she brings me peace, but she brings me peace, man. I go to bed every night at peace. I think, you know, you've like really found the one, and I hate using, you know, terms the one, the one-itis and all of that, but like just the sheer amount of peace that somebody brings you when they like make you truly happy, like even on days, you know, where there's like a disagreement or some measure of conflict or something like that. If you can find somebody that brings you, like, at the end of the day, brings you that sense of peace, I think you're really onto something right there. Hang on, how much is that worth? How much is this fucking worth? 68 copper. What do we got here? Chipped claw. And I live in a really small town as well, so that also helps with that feeling of peace. Oh, hello, what's this? Human rogue. That guy had 1 HP. He had 1 fucking HP. That guy almost got totally smoked. Hello, can you get out of the way? Thank you. Fuck, I forgot to get the necklace so I could get the ring. Rookie mistake. Okay, what do we got here? I'm gonna get a... Oh, mana potions. Oh, for fuck's sake, bro. You read any Warcraft books? I have a couple of them. I can't remember the name. I've got, I think, 2 or 3. I've read one of them. I don't do quite as much reading as I'd like. Like, I read pretty much every day, but I would still like to do more. Do you have any specific recommendations? Oh, you were asking me for recommendations. No, I'm asking you for recommendations. Before me and my wife moved there, we lived in a seaside town. It was impossible to walk on the sidewalk during vacations because they were so hot. Hi, is there an official stat about a population? Yes, I will give it to you right now. 298 online right now, with a max online today on this particular realm of 502. Now keep in mind, this realm only opened up yesterday. What do I think? What's the average? I would say for this, it seems to be plateauing at around 300. But it's an EU realm, so, you know, it's going to be a little different to how it might be if it were an NA server, for example. Or an Asian server and whatnot. Yeah, this place becomes very touristy during the summer, unfortunately. My dad always said that the tourists were the butter, but the locals were the cream. I don't think I have read Alex Rider, unfortunately. Oh, this server has gotten a lot of people from Turtle. Teenage James Bond. Interesting. So on the main PvE server, there's quite a few people. Like it's reaching close to 2,000 players a day. concurrently. Bruh. Come on, man. On the old realm, PV. Yeah, so this OctoWoW has existed for a couple of months now. And the PvE realm has a lot more players on it, typically. Okay, I definitely want to take that one. I'm going to get rid of that one. Put this on myself. Get this quest. Get the ring. So yeah, that realm in Zoth has close to 2,000 players max concurrently. So it's quite populated, it's quite active. This PvP realm only opened up yesterday morning for me. I think I'm gonna pull every Murloc in history right now. Holy moly. Not as bad as I thought. No, it's not bad at all. It's more active than you would think it would be. When Blizzard pushing everything down. Yeah, well, I'm not anti people that play Blizzard servers. I am anti Blizzard though. Like, everyone here that plays retail or official classic servers will be able to tell you that I'm respectful of their decisions to play something that they want to play. And I think players at the end of the day should have the choice to play whatever they want to play. But that doesn't mean that I have to like or respect what Blizzard do as a corporation. And you know, I will maintain my outspoken views on Blizzard until they manage to correct themselves, until they manage to fix what they've done to a franchise that I fucking have loved since I was a child. Thank you, mate. I appreciate it. The world is changing. The world is becoming a little different. It's not as the world isn't as tolerant to these corporations and this like late stage capitalism, which is a good thing because ultimately it's been detrimental. It's been detrimental to pretty much everyone. Okay, so I'm gonna kill these wolves, then I'm gonna go hand in, and that's gonna be sweet. I'm really looking forward to that. How many more do we have to kill? Oh, brother, 7 more.
I can't carry anymore.
This wouldn't be so bad if they were giving me XP, but they're not, so it makes it particularly rough.
Inventory is full.
Can I have some wolf meat, please? Just a crumb? Get rid of that dog shit. There we go. Oh, druid. That guy's lagging the fuck out. Thank you.
Thank you.
Where's a wolf? I need a wolf. Hello, Wolfie. There's nothing there. A lot of retail players don't like Blizzard, I think. They like it enough to pay for the game. Like, at some point last year, I had just had enough. Like, the first thing... Hey, does this server have much new content? It has more than I can talk about in 3 hours. There is new zones, there's new class race combinations, there's new gear, new everything. There's a lot of new content. Moreover, it is an entirely free game as well. So if you want to experience
I can't carry
what I think of as the best version of classic WoW I've ever played, by all means sign up for an OctoWoW account. Because it is entirely free. But yeah, to add on to what I was saying earlier, I just had enough of Blizzard, honestly. I just stopped paying my sub. But the first thing, are there many people on it? On this server is a little quiet. This is the PvP realm, but it only opened up yesterday. On the main PvE realm, what is going on, brother? Good to see you again. But on the main PvE realm, there's close to 2,000 people. I can't give you an exact player count right this second though, but it would be like 1,500 or something like that. I'm sorry I'm late. I clicked the noti going out of the shower and forgot to open up when I sat back down. Hey, you're okay, brother. No stress whatsoever. How's your day going? How was work? How's the raiding going? Did you end up creating a character on the PvP realm? Sage and I took all the names that we wanted, and then, and it wouldn't work anyway. What's my grievance with Blizzard? Can you expand on that? Again, I just spoke about it. I don't want these streams to only be about me shitting on Blizzard. Any chance you could get a GM to port you to a zone, say I want to play Shaman but want to start in Night Elf zone? I mean, you could ask a GM. They may be able to help with that. But I'm not entirely sure, like, if they will do it or not. There's no Alliance Shamans anyway. Like, is it from a retail or a classic perspective? Oh no, it's from like a, I dislike Blizzard as a corporation perspective. I will say this, I've got no issue with people that choose to play retail or classic. I've got no dog in that fight. If you as a player, if you as a paying customer want to play retail or classic, that is entirely up to you, and I've got no issue with it. Whether you prefer classic or retail, that doesn't bother me at all. I like that there's a choice now. I like that Blizzard have at least given players a choice in that regard. I always preferred classic, but that doesn't mean that I'm right and somebody else is wrong. That's just a personal thing. But my grievance is with Blizzard as a corporation as a whole.
Careful.
Having choice is a good thing, which is why I like private servers. I believe in the value of choice. Did I get this quest? I'm already on that quest. Okay. Well, we get a ring out of it, so that's a positive.
You need something? Have a good one.
Look at that. Is this our first ring? Yeah. 1 stem, 1 spirit. Epic. Okay, how many roasted boar meat, herb baked egg, 10 mild spices? Let's cook them.
Supply only the finest goods.
We're having guild movie night, watching Predator. Oh, the OG Predator? That's what I'm talking about.
Good day to you.
One of the greatest movies of all time. In fact, one of the first movies I ever watched.
Hey there. Safe travels.
I'm just gonna wait till I get 100%. Yeah, the first movies I can ever remember watching were Jaws and Predator. The very first. Have you created a PvP character yet, Dummy Boy? So we need 1 more mangy wolf, and I need 10 mild spice.
Might be with you.
Come on, there's got to be a wolf up here. There's got to be a little wolf. There we go. We're also going to get Sage to kill these wolves because you can get a chicken pet from them. They drop a chicken.
Still recharging.
Oh, you want to do that on Sage? Freshly pooped pants. I just pooped my pants. That's a weird kink. Oh, I've almost leveled up. Fuck yeah. I haven't made a PvP character. I like my late game PvP and don't want to level up another character right now. No, fair enough. Maybe if you ask Piggy nicely, he can transfer you over. This in-game chat is fucked. Hey, he might. I think he's busy playing on PvP, honestly. You just sit in it too? Interesting. An interesting use of time. Okay, what do we got here?
What can I do for you?
Spiced wolf meat. There we go. Okay, I am going to be right back. I'm just going to go take a slash. Not piss my pants and sit in it, that's for sure. I'm back and I'm on track. What you think about that? Don't know why I said that. It's a Top Dog joke. You guys are not gonna know who Top Dog is, but he's an Australian rapper, and he had a song called "Can I Touch Your Pussy?" And it is a terrible song. Trust. What's going on, Adonis? How's it going, mate? Okay. Let's fucking get this show on the road. Where are we going? We're like 1 kill away from leveling up. So I say we go up to the auction house. Actually, I'm gonna go get a level up, and then we can go to Stormwind. I might half to Stormwind, go to the auction house, and then head back down here. I think that's the way forwards here. Out here, just ate some tacos and now gonna do some homework. What did you have in your tacos, mate? I could fucking kill for some tacos right now, honestly. Is the music too loud? Can you guys let me know if the music is too loud, please? I don't want to fucking cook anyone's eardrums. I don't know what I'm gonna have for lunch. Definitely, I feel like I should get some... Never mind, I don't even need to kill a mob. I just leveled by crossing the fucking bridge. However, I think if I had tortilla chips, I would have tortillas and jalapenos. I could maybe make some like healthier nachos or something like that. It was okay. The salsa was spicy though. How good is spicy salsa? I had this habanero salsa that's fucking incredible.
Greetings.
Huge null claw. Ooh, I don't know if I can fucking take out Hogger right now. I'm gonna half though. List some shit up on the auction house. And then we'll reassess where we're going, what we're doing, things of that nature. We'll level up the tailoring while we're here as well. Just so I can start leveling up my enchanting and make my next wand. Because currently the webwood branch isn't that good. And most mobs that you kill have some semblance of nature resistance as well. So it's just not an ideal wand anyway. Silvernight, oh man, I just ran into a druid named Decidius. That makes me smile. What's that a reference to? Is that like a reference to anything in particular? Okay, this is going to be interesting. I have no idea what the in-game economy is like over here, so I'm going to go 25, 30 for them, just because you like make twink items out of them. It's a type of tree where the leaves fall off in the winter. Oh, right. No, that makes sense. Deciduous. Oh, I thought it was just like a made-up name for like a character. Or was referencing something in particular. 4.8. Pellet rifle, 4.8. 5.9. I'm gonna keep that. 3.5. Jewel crafting, let's do 5.10 for that. I don't think that will sell though. 2.3. Small spider leg, let's put that up for 2. What else do we have here? Hunting gloves, let's go 15.20. It's the kind of nerdy info I remember from the 6th grade. I'm just always stuck for some reason. At least you have that. At least you have that sort of retention. Some people don't get that. Bristlebark boots. Let's go. Those are twink boots, so I might put them up for 2. It would be like something cloud themed being named Cirrus or Nimbus. No, that makes sense. Maybe they're a park ranger.
Hello.
Jack and I were going to become park rangers, but it would have required me dropping out of school, and I didn't want to do that. He did drop out of school and did it, and he only had like, I think it was 3 months left on his course before he finished, and then he dropped out. He dropped out 3 months before he finished. Like that always baffled me. I still hope he could go back and like finish it. But in a roundabout way, he sort of like ended up in like a similar field. He does like landscaping now, which is also related to the outdoors and plants and trees. So in a roundabout way, he did go back to it. I'm so hungry. What's going on, Hans? How are we, mate? I don't know if I want to just like go straight over to Eastvale logging camp now. It's a long way there. Might hire a horse and then ride there, actually, now that I think about it. Probably the... Oh... Gotta admit, I got a bit hyped for Ascension's Conquest of Azeroth. Think I might just give it a sniff. Some of those custom classes look super interesting. Yeah, the Guardian class looks interesting. How long do you reckon it's going to stay up for, or do you think it's just going to disappear entirely? And then I'm going to go over and get the Dark Fortune buff. Yeah, Ascension. How long do you reckon it's going to remain up for? Because it's currently had a cease and desist put against it. Now, that's no guarantee that it's going to close. You give it 6 months max. I hope that it's... I hope, like, because they've put a lot of work into that, I hope that it stays up. Ah, fuck you. Okay. Stormbringer and Barbarian are the ones that have caught my fancy, strangely enough. Barbarian sounds good. There was a video on YouTube about it. Oh, we were going to hire a horse, weren't we? Difficult to say, really. I do not think it's going to be a simple on-off thing. They might splinter up, people stealing code and setting up new servers. Similar to what they did with OctoWoW then. Silver, I really hope they find a way to keep it up because COE is the most fun I've had in WoW in years. Well, if it does go down, at least you've got Octo there. I fell in love with Rhyme Necromancer being actual Frost Lich. How fucking cool. That is cool. You can be like Kel'Thuzad. I helped that guy. I saved that guy's life. He was getting attacked by arcane elementals earlier. Is it free to play? I'm assuming it is. Come on, we gotta get over here. Move, move, move. You know, these horses that, not whores, these horses that you can hire in Octo, they also had them in OctoWoW. I think this may be the greatest addition to the starter zones. I give Ascension, as it is, another 3 months, enough to enjoy some COA. Blood Mage has a tanking werewolf spec. Primalist is the most OP earthbender of all time. Ranger. These whores. These horses. No points suffering. You don't get any points for suffering, Akari, so you may as well put on the AC and enjoy it. Does sound very interesting. I really do hope it sticks. Oh, can you fuck off, bear? Like I was saying, I hope it does stick around. We really need more competition out there for Blizzard. We need Blizzard to be absolutely fucking surrounded by private servers. We need the private servers to encroach around them from all sides. They need to be fucking stifled. They need to be so frustrated and inundated with different private servers, different experiences, that Blizzard can do nothing else but come up with a licensing framework. That's what I'm hoping for. That's my theory crafting. That's my hopium, if you will. Because like I was telling Equilibrium before, like, I've got no dog in the fight between retail and classic. Just because I don't like retail doesn't mean I want to take it away from people. But I genuinely hope that Blizzard just just fail monumentally, and they're forced to reconsider some of their prior positions. CO is very retail in terms of class rotations, huge numbers, pulling masses of mobs, but I want to have a quick look at it. I hope you have fun with it, Hans. It sounds fun. It sounds interesting. There are some old alpha heads that complain about how bad the classes are now. They can fuck off. They're still cool and fun. There's always going to be naysayers. I mean, I'm all for like OctoWoW, but when the population increased too much, I was like, there's too many people playing now. But the PvP server is really good because it's always going to be a little quieter. I'm gonna help the warlock.
That's still recharging.
You can be a literal troll spearman. Or the fieriest fire mage that has ever set shit on fire. Is it still called a like a fire mage, or is it called like a pyromancer over there? Is this hardcore? This is not hardcore, but I do also play on hardcore. They have a class that's abbreviated as Cox and it never failed. What is that class? Cultist channeling the power of Cthulhu. Fuck yeah, pyromancer. That sounds amazing. Yeah, I thought there would be pyromancers. What's his respawn? Knight of Zoroth. That's fucking cool. Would you rather eat a baby boat or a matter baby? What's a matter baby? Knight of Zoroth, basically demon possessed death knights kind of deal. Sounds fucking cool. Only tank spec on COA that appeals to me would be a Cox. We do love some Cox over here. Not actually. Nothing. What's the matter with you, sugar? I love the video of the Irish blokes in the car that are telling that joke. Is this guy gonna wait for Ralphus as well? I mean, if it's free, bro. A man of culture, I see. I try. I'm not that cultured. I was laughing at some tung sahur thing the other night, so I'm not that cultured. And there was one instance with Triple T that I will not repeat here, involving my wife, and I can't stop thinking about it. I don't think I'll ever live it down. He's there. Ralphus, he's here. Invite. invite. Here we go. You know, you could have kept that entirely to yourself and only I would have known you laughed at that. It is still to myself. We don't need to speak on it further, okay? This is something that we don't need to discuss further. But it is pretty funny.
Still recharging.
But yeah, I was looking at a photo of Triple T the other night and I was just laughing at him because he's just so goofy. Like how is that comedy? But I guess that's precisely what makes it funny, is that it is not funny. It is anti-comedy. Give me the fucking bandanas. Oh, they have a Tinker class over on COA. I always thought that they would do that in retail, but they haven't done it yet, surprisingly. You know, Sage, I was thinking about it this last night. Like, I'm kind of glad I ended up growing my hair out again. Because, like, I mean, it would have been cool to finish getting my head tattooed, but I can always do that later, you know what I mean? But for right now, I'm kind of glad I was growing it out. Gnome in a mech suit blowing shit up. It is the most OP class by far, and I don't even care because it's awesome. I just love that they're doing things like that. How long have Blizzard been making World of Warcraft for and they still refuse to do cool shit like that? Like, say what you will about Blizzard, they're in the perfect position to do as many cool things as they want with their own intellectual property, but they still refuse to do it. Fucking Blizzard. So can every race be every class pretty much, or is there still unique class race combinations? Because this is intriguing to me. Bruh, get away from me, dog. Okay, he's actually pretty strong. You better drop me a green. Oh, he didn't drop shit. We'll take that though. Thank you. There are definite race class combos. Tauren and Gnomes get shafted on class options like always. Trolls have almost everything. Night Elves can basically be Tyrande, Moon Priest, or that Warden chick. Oh, the what's her name? She was in Warcraft 3. You start the campaign as her. Not Tyrande, it's fucking... Maeve Shadow Song. The Betrayer's Jailer. Yeah, the one that jailed Illidan. Hell yeah, we're done. Illidan was fucking sick, man. They're definitely gonna bring him back.
That ability isn't ready yet.
I mean, I think just bringing back Arthas, like resetting the timeline entirely and just like course correcting the lore so it isn't as fucking cucked as it is now. I think that'll go a long way of like repairing people's conception of what Warcraft is. Oh, Witch Hunter, that's a fucking sick. That's actually sick. Maybe I should play that instead of Classic Plus, the official Classic Plus when it drops. You get lower inspired druid forms. That's also sick. It's clear they put work into it. That's cool. Nice, we got Beetle tanks before GTA 6. You dog. You fucking dog healing up. Well, I find it cool because it's clear they put a lot of work into it, and I just appreciate any sort of private server that clearly puts effort into what they're doing. That's why I fell in love with Total WoW, you know what I mean? Like, it was very clear to me that they put effort into what they were doing. More so than I got the feeling that Blizzard were putting effort into what they were doing. Come on, die.
That's still recharging.
These Murlocs are fucking strong. Is it just me or are fucking priests weak? Is it just me? Are priests fucking weak or what? Like, seriously. I don't remember priests being this weak. Okay, I definitely have to eat up or something. It's definitely super retail, like in terms of the leveling and perks and whatnot, but they also... Is it classic graphics or do they have like updated textures? Because I'm a big fan of the classic textures. Okay, meat is over here. So I was streaming retail not that long ago, like 6 months ago maybe. Just like, oh, actually it would be longer than 6 months ago because 6 months ago was the start of the fucking year now. Maybe it was like a year ago now then. I was streaming retail and I think I was doing a paladin and I just felt so fucking strong. Like, it was ridiculous how strong I felt, like, leveling around. I remember doing all of the Westfall quests, where you help the guy escape from the orcs, and that's in the cave. And that quest was, like, I must admit, they do have amazing quest chains over in retail. Like, there's a quest chain over in Westfall where you, like, uncover the plot for, like, the Defias Brotherhood and all of that. Like, don't get me wrong, like, there are cool elements to retail WoW that I appreciate. Like, it's not as though I'm just like hating on retail for the sake of fucking hating on something. Is that gonna pull all three? Fuck. Chat, we could be cooked here. You better not heal. You better not heal, mate. Retail Pally is stupid strong. Classic WoW Pally sucks balls. 100%. Well, there are Paladin over here on OctoWoW, which is built on Turtle WoW, is ridiculously strong.
That's still recharging.
I'm gonna have to use a potion, I think. Yeah, renew myself. How much is it ticking? Not enough. When it comes to retail, I absolutely love that heroic world mode they did in Legion Remix. I'm so sad they haven't brought that back. Didn't they do that for Mists Remixed? Or did they do Legion Remix more recently? Because I was fucking streaming the Mists Remixed. And I thought the leveling pace in that was ridiculously quick, but it was still fun. Okay. This is working out better than I anticipated it would. Borderline overpowered. Mate, if you are on, like, if you get put on the opposite, like, if you're in Mercenary and you're on the opposite faction's team and you've got no Paladins, you will fucking lose. That's how strong Paladins are. Like, as flag carriers, they are ridiculous in Warsong Gulch. Azrael, I'm playing Classic TBC Anniversary right now, and to be honest, if you're playing melee class and trying to raid, you're kind of throwing if you're not a rogue or a warrior. Yeah, Fan of Knives, I think, is like a game changer for their AoE damage. Hey, it's Slim Thug.
Still recharging. How generous.
Legion Remix was late last year. I enjoyed the hell out of it, but I got sucked into work, so I never got too far into it. Well, you're not working now, so I guess... Is it still going, or is it finished? Destruction Warlock is my jam all day, every day. When Burning Crusade was the current expansion, I was an Affliction Warlock. Not TBC Classic, like actual fucking Burning Crusade. I was an Affliction Warlock. I was mainly PvP though, like I was more of a PvP player. I was Soul Link Siphon Life because of how strong that spec was. What was the name of that World of Warcraft Battle Royale mode that they did? Plunderstorm? Was it Plunderstorm, or have I gotten that wrong? Was it? I think it was Plunderstorm. Open every trash pool with Seed of Corruption like a Mong, then blame the tank for not being able to hold aggro and blame the healer when you die. Well, that never happened to me, but I did see it happen occasionally. Yeah, Plunderstorm. It was like a fucking Battle Royale mode. That was a lot of fun. That was like the most fun I had in WoW in a long time.
You need something? See you later.
I could swear it was called Plunderstorm. I actually let my sub drop for like a little bit. Yeah, Plunderstorm is a 60-player pirate-themed Battle Royale game mode inside of WoW. Is Plunderstorm still active? No. That was dog shit. That was so fun. Why the fuck wouldn't they leave? Why the fuck wouldn't they continue that? It was actually amazing.
Hey there.
Keep the rough stone. I can sell that on the auction house. Sell that piece of shit as well.
Greetings. Light bless you.
We haven't really leveled much, eh? Whoops. My bad.
Need help?
I think these are upgrades for us. We didn't even have a fucking belt. And we didn't have a shirt on either. Oh, we had the Neophyte shirt. Eastvale Logging Camp is where they added a bunch of custom quests, right? Yeah, there are a few there.
Hey there.
Brown linen vest, linen belt, simple linen
Safe
boots.
travels.
Okay, what do we got here? I'd say that if you're at all curious, try Ascension out for a little bit. The classes are new and exciting to fuck around with, if nothing else. I mean, at this point, I'm probably more interested in that than fucking paying Blizzard a sub. Let me tell you that right now. To be fair though, Hans, they've added a lot of quests throughout the game, honestly. Oh, I can make myself an upgrade.
See you around.
More armor, although it doesn't look as good. Look at this. We get a fucking upgrade. Same amount of spirit, but more armor. You could be like me, stuck leveling tailoring to make a phase 2 bisque cloth shoes and a belt. This shit is AIDS. I love it how here in Australia and over there in New Zealand, presumably you're in New Zealand because of your name, but we still say things are AIDS. I know, but within Alwyn, Eastfell is one of the hotspots for custom quests as far as I know. Yeah, there's a couple of them. I mean, is it worth to keep these robes just for the transmog? Because they do look sick. James Clark. What's going on, mate? He's not suspicious at all. Look at him. He's got a fucking Defias bandana around his face. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna log in a couple of minutes because I'm fucking starving. I'm so fucking hungry. I didn't eat any breakfast. I just rushed up. Get away from me, cunt. The Turtle quest definitely made Alwyn less cancer overall. Look at this. Look at this guy. Amazing. Okay. World of Warcraft Classic Private Servers, ladies and gentlemen. The player count currently 282 online with a max online today of 502. Significant drop off from yesterday. Take care, mate. Thanks for hanging out. Gonna go sell some of these belts that I made and then I'm gonna fucking log. I really need to get some food in my belly. Like I said, I skipped breakfast. I just got my coffee and came straight on a stream. I did it the wrong way. This is what happens when I skip breakfast. I always regret it. You know what? I actually think the brown might look cooler than the red. Hang on. Let me just check this out. What do we reckon? Does that look cooler than the red? No, actually, I kind of like the red.
I supply only the
All I'm saying, if they increase the XP rate, it would go up a lot more.
Have a good one.
Anyways, guys, I'm going to end the stream. Thank you, everyone, for hanging out. I hope everyone has a beautiful day. I will see you either tomorrow or the day after. Probably the day after. I'm going to take a day off of streaming. Hope everyone has a great day. Catch you later. Peace.